guys. Welcome to the 6th episode of Conversations for Liberation. I'm gonna get me like some effects going on. I gotta get me like a horn or maybe like some sound, boo boo boo, whatever I'm gonna do. But right now we're gonna start with just my sound bowls, because I want to implement that into y'all vibration. I want to get y'all into this stuff, but let's get it in real quick and then we're gonna start. So what you do is go with the flow and the vibration of the sound. It's a stroke that you do when you go around each bowl to create like a real heavy vibration. When I tap them, it's just like a mild sound. And what I do is I just let it manifest in my spirit. And I let it move me and pull me in whatever direction that the sound wants to pull me in. And it's so relaxing. It is so calming. And I actually don't really move or talk sometimes, or like, make any sudden movements until the bowls are done singing. I got my chakra cards up here too, but I think that I'm gonna pause on that because I pulled one today and it was a vibe. Like it was for me. I don't think this message was for y'all today, but next time we'll pull from a chakra card and then we can get into that energy. But today we about to vibe on the Instagram frequency today and talk about the whole red flag thing. So this is episode 6, Conversations for Liberation. This episode is called Red Flag. So I'm gonna be pulling some of the red flags that I've been seeing on here, and y'all can like, comment, and subscribe and let me know what y'all feel about some of this shit that y'all been seeing, because I was actually having a conversation with my sister. I'm always having a conversation with somebody. I was having a conversation with my sister on the way to work today, y'all, and what was so crazy is that I got in the car with her this morning and I was just like, what's been going on with you? And she just instantly started telling me about a situation with this guy she been dating. Mind y'all, I don't really talk to her about her situations. It's always different. When you get to a certain point in life, you just kind of want to keep your stuff to yourself, especially if it's a situation where you going through a couple of different things and you trying to work through it. So she's a very private person when it comes to certain things, but some kind of way, every time she going through something, spirit always tells me to like engage with her and talk to her and pull it out of her. So we riding, coming to work, and she was telling me about the guy that she was dating and all the turmoil that she'd been experiencing dealing with the situation. And I was just telling her about some of the red flags that I seen in the situation before it even got to this point. Now for me, one of the red flags that I'm gonna just put out there before I even get to pulling the ones from Instagram is when you in a situation with a guy, y'all, and the first thing that this nigga do is try to make you feel like y'all been dating for longer than y'all been dating. That is a red flag. That is a immediate red flag, okay? You should not be in a situation with a guy where he acting like he been knowing you for years and y'all just met. I think that's a red flag in so many different areas, because that right there is going to tell you that you can't really mess around with him on an intimate level. If you conversating with this guy, y'all ain't even been intimate yet. Y'all only been on a couple dates, if any dates. And he like, what's up? You ain't called me today. I ain't heard from you. What you been doing? What's up? And then like, it's so many different people who going for this stuff, and I just cannot believe it, because we just so deep into a climate of unpredictability. Like, people don't even realize that people will show you who they are. You just have to believe them, okay? Don't get to acting like you don't know. Pay attention to all the red flags when it comes to dealing with people in intimate relationships. They're going to show you who they are. You just have to be patient enough to just sit back and look at them and pay attention and take it all in. Okay? Because there's no reason why I just met you and you got so many expectations for me. It's no reason why I just met you and you acting like you've been knowing me your whole life. Now, there is a boundary with a person, because I definitely I feel like it's cool for a person to be comfortable within their own skin. I definitely feel like it's cool for a person to be comfortable with you, because I'm the type of person that make people feel comfortable to a certain extent. I talked about that in the last episode. I'm not a person that you could just come around me and just start acting like we've been knowing each other. You can't really get too comfortable around me, but be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be the type of person who we can sit down and conversate and vibe on a frequency like we, you know what I'm saying? We comrades. You my homeboy, I'm your homegirl, however it is. But don't get to the point where you blowing up my phone. That's weird to me. You don't know me. I don't know you. Do not blow up my phone. I'm not that type of person. I'm not the type of person whose phone you can constantly call. But that's something within itself, because I know everybody don't see that as a red flag. Okay? So this is one I see on Instagram. It says, quotation, my bro love you, on God. I never seen him act this way with another girl. Make sure y'all comment and let me know. Because for me personally, that's definitely a red flag. Simply because I don't like all the extra validating. I don't need the extra validating. But that kind of brings me to a question when it comes to females. Why don't you have an understanding, right, that to a certain extent your friends are not his friends and his friends are not your friends? Because that's giving me like you calling a nigga mans or something, looking for some type of answers about his whereabouts, or looking for him and you can't find him, and you know you on some vulnerable shit, like hitting a nigga mans up like, you know, where is he at? I ain't seen him. Why he treating me like this? On some weird shit that it's just a setup. That's a setup. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. Any female that's calling a nigga mama, his homeboys, his brothers, his people, thinking you about to get any type of reassurance or any type of assurance or any type of loyalty or any type of answer in terms of what this person is doing, like these are not his people, their loyalty is going to always lie with him, is a red flag. Okay? You not gonna get nothing out of that. So that to me is a red flag in a way that I didn't even, that was a double red flag. If it's a such thing. If there's a such thing as a double red flag, that definitely was one. That's too much. Like I'm never coming that. I'm coming, staying in my lane, observing the situation, figuring it out on my own. I even come like I'm pulling up to where I think you might be before I'm coming like calling your people like where you at, what you doing. It got to be like a life or death situation. You got to be in a situation where I feel like you ain't safe or something. Like I feel like I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Have you talked to this person? I'm trying to figure out if they good. Not like, yeah, he ain't called me. I don't know what's, you know, I ain't coming at. I ain't coming at all. And let me know what y'all feel about it, because when I tell y'all that it's just not my cup of tea. Next one. When females say that they don't get along with other females, is that a red flag? When you encounter females and they be like, I don't fuck with bitches. That's bitches' first thing. That's the first thing they say. I don't fuck with bitches. Let me know. Make sure that y'all like and comment and let me know how y'all feel about these topics, because it could go either way. Because with me, it actually depends on the person. It depends on the person, and it depends on what the situation is that made you be like, I don't fuck with bitches. I ain't gonna lie, it's been so many times I'll be like, I don't fuck with bitches. But me being me, like the grown, immature person that I'm becoming, I'm trying to get out of like just recklessly speaking. So I'm at a point in my life where I'm trying to really be way more particular about what I speak out of my mouth. So I think that there's a better way to put it. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking, when you speak from that perspective in terms of like you not really getting comfortable around women easily because you done been through a couple different things with women, or you just got like kind of like a guard up when it comes to females, but you will always be open to like vibing with the right kind of female or getting to know people that are of a certain stature, or you know, stuff like that. So I just think it's about the terminology around that particular statement. But when you got women who just flat out can't coexist with women because they got all these different personal issues going on, definitely a red flag. That's definitely a red flag, because I know so many women who literally cannot be around women who are on the same level as them. It's so many women who cannot be around certain women, who can't have friendships with certain women. You can't even really respect certain family members of yours. You can't go out to a club and feel like, oh my God, I'm around people that's on my level without feeling insecure. Now that type of I don't fuck with bitches is a different type of I don't fuck with bitches. Because I'm never coming I don't fuck with bitches because I'm insecure. Because I'm the type of female who just don't like to see other women shine. I'm the type of female who just don't like to see other women get attention. I'm competitive. I say I really, support women. But at the end of the day, I really be competing with my friends. It's never a genuine, you doing good, you look good, I fuck with you, congratulations, all these different things, because you have internal issues and you can't be around nobody who on your level or past it. It's so many women that literally cannot be around women who they not doing better than. They can only sit around people who they feel like they got a one up on. And there's so many people who will never come around you because they don't feel good about themselves unless they feel like they doing better than you. And typically that's females. Now, a lot of men then fell into a lot of these ways of thinking because everything is just so confused and twisted now. But a lot of women are like that. So if you come in that, yeah, that's definitely a red flag. But I know a lot of women who done been through a lot of different things with women. And so they just not easily impressed by nothing that a woman got going on. Because a lot of these women be so ingenuine, y'all. And they come around you for all the wrong reasons. Like, women to think just because you got your body done, they got that body done, they want to come around and click up and be cool. Like, we go get our hair done by the same person, or we got the same type of bag, or we might have the same kind of car. Like, it's weird stuff. Like, people just don't be having no genuine interest in you or nothing that you got going on when it comes to certain things. So I understand having that guard up. But like I said, converting over into an intentional woman who speaks life and nothing but life, and who has an understanding of life and death, and being the power of the tongue and the light, whatever, however that goes, you get what I'm saying? But I just can't just say anything. So when it comes to just being like, I don't fuck with bitches, I don't know. I think I'm kind of like elevating from that mentality. I never put it like that, because I do want to be this type of person who has a wedding and people come. I want to have a baby shower and people support me. I want to have genuine, powerful women in my life, That's what I'm trying to build right now. That's what this podcast is all about. That's what my life is all about. So when it comes to just letting stuff like that come out of my mouth and me kind of feeling like it's anything other than a red flag, I'm going to solidify that right now. Definitely a red flag. It's definitely a red flag. And I remember telling y'all last episode that some things are like a hard yes and a hard no, or a soft yes and a soft no. That is like that's like a hard no for me. No. I don't really want to fuck with no female. I don't fuck with bitches. Yeah, red flag. No cap. Let me see. Oh, this the one right here. This the one right here. Even though I come with so many red flags, you gonna love it here. Even though I come with so many red flags, you're going to love it here. Red flag. Yep. Even though I come with so many red flags, you're going to love it here. Oh, man. Oh, how am I even about to begin to explain how I feel like that is some toxic shit? Lord, have mercy. Because I feel like this about shit like that, y'all. I feel like just go ahead and tell somebody that you stuck in your ways. And you're prepared to just settle, and you want them to be prepared to settle. Because I think that is such a bold statement for you to even like, man, accept the fact that you come with so many red flags, and you basically telling somebody else that it's cool to accept the fact that I come with so many red flags. I don't want to own shit like that. I don't want to own the fact that I am damaged or scarred or fucked up. Like, I want to always be growing. I want to always be healing. I want to always be taking strides every single day towards being a better person. Now, I understand letting someone know what they getting themselves into to a certain extent, but it's not celebrated. That right there was like some shit. Like, yeah, this is what it is. You know how people be like, 25 years old, this is who I am. You know what I'm saying? And it's so disappointing, because it takes away from the people who genuinely want to come to a person and let a person know, like, look, I'm growing, I'm changing, I know who I am, I know I'm not perfect, this is me, love me or hate me. Because it's so many people out here that's making it okay to just be so flawed and so fucked up and not even try, you know what I'm saying, to be a better person. Like, that's definitely a red flag to me. When a person just letting you know, like, I'm basically accepting all the fucked up shit about myself, and I think you should too. Definitely a red flag. I will never in my life be with nobody who make a decision to just be stagnant. You making a decision to just be stuck somewhere on stupid, and you telling me, like, yeah, this is who I am. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. This is another one. When a hairstylist don't take a picture of your hair. Now that's kind of like, I don't know. That's kind of different. Like, that's different. I think with that, it's like, I don't know. Like, sometimes I'm on my grind like that. You know, sometimes I'm on my grind like that, because what y'all gotta remember about us is that we are not taking the pictures for y'all. The pictures, it's not about y'all. Y'all can go take your own selfies. Y'all can go and do your own thing once y'all leave out the shop. I remember when I used to, when I first got that red shop on 6th Mile, when I opened that storefront, I remember people used to literally come into my salon just to take pictures. They used to do that at the Tower Center too. When I had that suite in the Tower Center, everybody would just come in there to just take pictures. Okay, so I think we didn't got it twisted, right? We have got it completely misunderstood. When a hairstylist takes a picture of your hair, they are taking a picture of your hair to promote and market their work. It's not about you. And it's not a matter of if we don't like it, or we don't like you, or we don't like what we like, how it looks on you, or it's nothing like that. Because I know most of the time I'm busy. Most of the time I really gotta be, when I'm doing that, I'm on my grind, because a lot of hairstylists these days don't accept new clients. We not really accepting new clients. We already have solidified clientele, meaning that we don't really have to market ourselves as much as we would if we was just starting. I definitely feel like you should always market yourself, but just being real, you know, it's not always convenient for us to do that, because most of the time you getting out the chair, somebody else getting in the chair. You hopping out the chair, somebody, you know what I'm saying? It's not like that. So I definitely don't think that that's something that you should take personal. And that's another thing too. Like, it depends on the stylist. So if you the type of person who, you know, feel like you going to somebody who really not doing their best, and that's something else. You gotta vibe on another frequency when it comes to that, because that don't have nothing to do with me. All I can do is speak about the hairstylist that I know, and I can speak about myself. So that's not really a red flag to me. It's not. But I know y'all gonna say otherwise, because y'all think everything that Detroit hairstylists do is a red flag. And I do see what y'all be seeing to a certain extent, because I have been in so many situations where I cannot even take up for y'all no more. Like, in terms of hairstyles, I can't say nothing, because the way y'all be playing these people, I be like, oh my God. Even like, I will attest to the fact that so many of us have became like, we celebrities. And I don't think that's cool. Like, I'm gonna be real. I don't think that's cool. And the thing is, I can't take everybody clients, because I'm still the only person that's down to earth. I don't want all of them. A lot of them might have came, saw, I conquered. They come with too much baggage. It ain't enough money in the world. All money ain't good money. A lot of people, like, I can't take up for everybody, because it be some stuff I be like, yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, I don't know what to say. And they come to me with these stories and be telling me how the people then did them dirty and charged them this and didn't show up and I'm not the most professional. I am learning to become more professional and balance balancing out all of my work and all of my projects and all of my brands and my lifestyle, and I'm learning how to do all these different things as we are living day to day. So don't get it twisted. I'm never talking down. I'm never looking at it from a superior position. But you know, y'all, we human. We are all human. And if we just all work together more and try to understand each other more, like, nobody knows what it takes to be an entrepreneur. Like, people just don't understand how much work it takes being your own boss. You know, and a lot of us are starting from the ground level. A lot of us getting it out the mud for real. So y'all gotta kind of work with people, you know, and be more understanding and empathetic to other people in situations. I think people should learn how to put themselves in other people's shoes more often. Even if it's for a split second, I guarantee you that you'll learn something, you know. Okay, so just one that's coming off the top of my head. A red flag is when a customer has an issue with something in terms of service or product or something that they receive from somebody, and they don't like it, and they go straight to social media. I do not like that. I personally have a huge problem, and I personally have never been slandered on socials in any kind of way when it comes to nothing that I do. I have never been in a situation where somebody didn't like their hair or didn't like their bundles or didn't like something that they got from us, and they went to the internet and tried to like slander my name or try to embarrass me. But I see that stuff so much, and I be like, dang, this is so crazy. Like, okay, so the situation that just happened with Jada and the girl jogging suit, and the first thing she said is, I love her though, but this is just unacceptable. She blasted her on TikTok, but then talk about how she loved her. I just can't believe stuff like that. Like, that was so crazy to me. Like, the first thing I think you should do is reach out to the person. Reach out to the person. And if you can't get in touch with that person, reach out to somebody on their team. Reach out to somebody in their camp to try to get a hold to somebody. Don't blast people on social media and then turn around and say how much you love them, how much you wanted to support them. That's not love. That's not support. Pick a side. We have to learn how to pick a side and stand on it. Okay? If you want to support somebody, support them even when stuff don't go your way. Support them even when they mess up. Support them even when it's certain things that they could have did better. Give them that insight. I've learned to go on websites and stuff like that and leave reviews. Do y'all know how much my reviews keep me going on my website? When y'all come and leave a review, when y'all comment under my videos, when y'all comment when I'm trying to do a poll or something on my story, or when I'm trying to get people insight or get people to interact with me, how much that helps me do whatever I'm trying to do. Be positive, y'all. We have to learn how to speak life over each other. We have to learn how to really be supportive. If you say you love somebody, embody the characteristics of somebody who loves that person. Don't go out your way to try to humiliate that person, or just stop being so social media driven. Just stop with all the commercial shit. Bring it back to being real. Just stop with all the attention seeking and the need trying to get clout off any little thing. Just start being real again. That's what this all about. Like, all of that extra shit don't mean love. Love is what love does. Like the last episode said. Stop with all the drama. Okay, so this is another one. I saw you call but replies with a text instead of calling back. He put like a million red flags, so he think that's a major red flag, and it's a guy too. Like, it is so crazy to me, y'all. Some of these men perceptions on life now, I be so blue, because I be like, wow. A lot of times I think they act like women, and I'm serious. Like, I cannot believe it. But okay, so let's get back to that. So he's saying that if somebody calls and then, you know, you, instead of you calling them back, you shoot them a text like, what's up? That is not a red flag. God, and I'm not saying that because I could be the worst person in terms of communicating sometimes, especially via phone. I'm the type of person, like, I don't even like to hear my phone ring. And when my business hours are my business hours, so I'm not paying attention to my phones like that when I'm around people, when I'm in my life. I'm in my social media social media is work to me. Actually, it's work to me now, and I'm trying to get more structure and discipline around having set times to where I'm on my phone, got my phone in my hand. I'm really worried about it in any kind of way because it's too much of a major distraction. But I think that's so simple. Like for me, stuff like that is so simple because you got to realize that people sometimes are so preoccupied with other things. Like last night when I got home from work, y'all, I was so exhausted. Like I literally did not want to hear nobody's voice. I didn't want to hear nobody's voice. So I held a full conversation via text last night, and it was intense. And the person that I was texting was expecting me to pick up the phone at some point and engage, in a conversation with them. But I just didn't have the energy. I didn't want to hear nobody's voice last night. I was so exhausted. I just wanted to be in my element. I wanted to light my sage, burn my oil, you know what I'm saying? Do a little personal development, listen to some sermons, and fall the fuck to sleep. I don't want to hear nobody's voice, especially talking. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. I don't care right now. I'm tired. And then a lot of times, like when I'm around other people, like I want to give the person that I'm with or the person that I'm around my undivided attention. That's one thing about me. This never gonna be me. Yes, yeah. I'm not that person. I'm not, and it annoys me so much when I'm around people like that. So half of the time when I'm out and about, you call, damn, somebody such and such called me. Let me text them real quick and see what they wanted. Quick. What's up? Because a lot of times, like, people call me, they want something. People don't call me often to just talk. And if they do, I talk to them, get it out the way. So they not constantly calling me. So it's like, what's up? What you need? What's going on? That's not a red flag to me. I think people are way too possessive these days, especially men. We just talked about that. It is no way that we should be in situations where people put so much extra pressure on people too soon. Allow people to do them and see what they gonna do. And then you gauge what you like and what you don't like. You detect what you want to deal with and what you don't want to deal with. But don't put all that extra pressure on people, because there's a lot of people like me who don't think that's a red flag. I don't always want to talk. What's up? You better be, me personally, I feel like you better be lucky I'm even responding. Yeah. Because I'm the type, I seen you text me, I'll text you back 3 days later. What's up? I need that space. I need those kind of boundaries in my life. Like, I don't have time for that. It's just not my energy, So somebody said putting on clothes right after drying when you get out the shower. I got weird little phobias with shit like that too. Cause I can't put on my clothes in the shower. I mean, in the bathroom after I've just taken the shower. Like with all like the sticky fog and the steam and no, I don't like that. But is that a red flag for me? No. What's going on here? What's going on? That is not a red flag. Gosh. Or is it that I'm just, because I'm extreme, but then I'm not extreme, right? So that is like I would say that would be like a relationship related thing. That would be like something that'll irritate you about somebody that you're in a relationship with, and that'll be that. I would say that's how it would become a red flag. That's not me. I'm not that kind of person. Like, I will ignore so much little small shit about a person when it comes to certain things. And then a red flag to me, which wouldn't probably be a red flag to y'all because of how people are. A red flag to me would be somebody being possessive. That's a red flag to me. Aggressive. Red flag. Lack of communicating. Red flag. Selfishness at the wrong time. Because I do feel like you have to be equally yoked in selfishness and selflessness. But not knowing when to be selfish and not knowing when to be selfless. Red flag. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it to something. Okay, something small is when you chew. You can't just chew with your mouth open around me. You can't. That's something small. But if you choose to put your clothes on right after you get out the shower, that's your prerogative. That wouldn't bother me at all. It's certain things that I just keep personal. It's a lot of things that I keep personal. Like, in any relationship that I'm in, I would never ever in life intend to strip you of your individuality. Be yourself by all means. It's a red flag to me when people come around me being fake. You know, it wouldn't be a red flag to me when someone is purely being themselves and they do stuff like that. You know, it's people that was never raised to put like a towel or a rug on the floor when they get out the shower. You know, that's them. I mean, it wouldn't irritate me, but you know, I'd be like, okay, you keep leaving water on the floor, you know, stuff like that. Like, why is the floor always wet? Because people don't realize that it's a skill to not getting the floor wet when you when you getting in and out the shower. You don't have to track water all the way through the house. You know what I'm saying? But stuff like that wouldn't irritate me. It wouldn't irritate me that you choose to put your clothes on when they wet. I mean, when your body wet, you get out. That's you. You gonna be walking around with sticky ass clothes on. That don't got nothing to do with me. But I don't know, y'all. I'm kind of like equally yoked when it comes to a lot of things. Like I said, you can get comfortable but not get comfortable. You can. Is that me? Is that me, or is that not every other woman in the world? Because I think that we are complicated. I'm telling y'all, like the last time I told y'all, like I'm here with the men on certain shit too. Like I'm here with the men. I mean, that's evident, you know. I date women and me. I am definitely bisexual. So I'm here with the men on a lot of shit. Like, they be like, what? Because you gotta be like a little bit of this and a little bit of that at some point. Like, we be like, don't call my phone. But then we want you to still call. We be like, don't talk to me. Then be like, why won't you talk to me? What? That's how it is with us. So it's weird. It's so weird. But I would definitely tell you that I have a deeper love for men, a deeper appreciation for men, a deeper understanding of y'all struggle. Hopefully we can get some men to come, you know, and watch the podcast and comment and vibe with us, because this is not a biased platform, but it's definitely predominantly for women empowerment and just for us to get back in the habit of vibing on a certain frequency with each other and with ourselves. But you know, we can't live without y'all. Y'all can't live without us. It's the even exchange. And I think that once we get back balanced with ourselves, women, then we can put a lot of these men back where they need to be, because we got to realize that it ain't no them without us, and it ain't no us without them. So maybe we'll talk about that on the next episode. Make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know about some of the comments that y'all have about the red flags. Let me know what y'all deem red flag, what y'all think is okay, what y'all think is not okay. A lot of this shit is just goofy to me. A lot of stuff on social media is just so watered down, man. It is so far from real. It is so far from real. But it is what it is. I guess we got to be fair to people who aren't as evolved as others. We have to be fair to people who still have to get to a certain point in life. But my only request is that you keep it 100. My only request is that you keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I have talked to so many people this week alone, just doing what I do, and I have been so excited about the people that I've met that are just true to themselves and authentically who they are. And you will be surprised about how much of a breath of fresh air it really is, because you encounter so many people who are battling with so much and they just don't know who they are. And that's okay, but at least be on the hunt. At least be in pursuit of yourself, in pursuit of happiness, and at least be trying to be the change that you want to see. Don't be the person like whoever that was like, I come with a lot of red flags, but you'll love it here. Don't get complacent and content with toxic behaviors. Don't dummy yourself down to your flaws. Don't put your shit on a platter and expect nobody to accept that shit. Please work to be your best self every day, okay? I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in. This has been such a vibe today. Wait, let me show y'all my outfit. So I came energy today too. You know, it's always a vibe. Listen, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in. I will see y'all next week. Oh, listen, and tell me too, what's y'all favorite look? Tell me what look y'all like the best too. I'ma put a poll up on my Instagram story, or I can put like something in the description box so y'all can tell me which outfit y'all like the most. Okay, so I'll see y'all next week.